Messrs. Kelly and Campbell, according to one of the candidates we spoke with, the North Royalton City Safety Director sent out notices to all the candidates regarding the political signage requirements. Another candidate provided the text of one such email: "Good afternoon. On September 20, 2019 I hand-delivered a letter to all candidates' residents regarding the placement of political signage. I continue to see signs throughout the city that are still posted in the right-of-way. I would ask that you remind your supporters that when they cut their lawns and put the signs back up that they make sure they are not in the right-of-way. Also, as you continue to campaign throughout the city, if you see one of your signs not properly placed, please take the time to stop and correctly place them. I have attached a copy of the ordinance for reference purposes. Should you have any questions regarding this email, please feel free to contact me directly. Regards, Bruce G. Campbell, Director of Public Safety, Fair Housing Administrator." Based on this notice, we have some related and some unrelated questions below. 1. Will candidates be liable for their supporting constituents' political signs that do not comply with said ordinance, or will the residents be cited? 2. Will the city be providing a copy of said ordinance or otherwise assuring that the information is transmitted effectively to all residents? Or will the candidates be burdened and held responsible to provide copies or said ordinance without exception to all their supporters? 3. When will the city start enforcing the ordinance? We have driven through the city while attending events on Saturday, October 26, 2019, and can confirm what Mr. Campbell points out in his correspondence. I continue to see signs throughout the city that are still posted in the right-of-way. Specifically, we have seen council members' political signs appearing to violate this very same ordinance. How long do violators have to comply, and what is the penalty for failing to comply with said ordinance? 4. Why was the school bond issue 11 excluded from this ordinance in the past? 5. Also, to clear up any concerns, there are rumors circulating that the mayor and the council president are out to hurt the chances, going after them, of 2 of the female candidates running for mayor. Is this true? Who would independently investigate this? If this is true, how is the city going to address this? We would suggest that the city interview the candidates as part of their investigation. 6. Since the city receives federal funding, how does the city prohibit any potential Hatch Act violations during political campaigns? 7. What would prohibit the city from putting into place a completely independent police internal affairs department? Has a completely independent police internal affairs department even been considered? 8. What would prohibit the city from submitting for deer contraception approval as a more humane and effective means of deer population control? Is the city still pursuing this approval? 9. Have you received answers to our questions regarding the new oil, gas lessee, and if so, please provide these?
In reply to your specific questions. 1. It is unlikely that anyone will be cited for a violation unless there is evidence of willful non-compliance, as the use of such signs are generally an effort to exercise one's First Amendment rights as you yourself enjoy regularly. Moreover, the placement is often not easily determined as being within the public road due to many areas having no clear delineation. 2. The city ordinances are published and readily available for all to find, and all are presumed to know the law. 3. The city generally enforces its ordinances upon a complaint-driven basis, meaning we do not go looking for violations or violators. If we receive a complaint, the appropriate department will respond in accord with its priorities and available resources. 4. To my knowledge, there was no such exclusion. 5. We do not respond to rumors nor to those who circulate them. 6. If a formal complaint is filed alleging a violation of local law, we respond. We generally do not handle violations of federal statutes. 7. The city police department has responded reasonably well in the past to any allegation of misconduct. As to your suggestions, you are free to make them to the elected officials who are empowered to enact laws for this community. 8. The mayor and council have devoted an enormous amount of time and effort to attempt to control the deer population locally and are, I think, satisfied with the current program, which has had very good results. 9. I am unaware of or do not recall receiving any such questions from you regarding an oil and gas lessee. Respectfully, Tom Kelly.
Dear Mr. Kelly, you responded to our last question in our last email Have you received answers to our questions regarding the new oil, gas lessee, and if so please provide these? By responding I am unaware of or do not recall receiving any such questions from you regarding an oil and gas lessee. I have forwarded your original response from October 2, 2018.
My apologies. Plainly it got past me. I'll look into it and get back with you when I have a cogent reply. Tom Kelly.
Referencing the Jamie and Dan article in the September 29, 2018 North Royalton Post magazine regarding EOS Energy LLC acquiring Qatar Oil Incorporated. 1. Are there current and or future plans for oil, gas exploration and or drilling and or fracking in North Royalton by EOS Energy LLC, Northwood Energy Corp or any other driller? 2. Has EOS Energy LLC submitted any of their plans to the city such as safety, environmental, strategic plan, contingency plan? Or is it status quo per the old Qatar Oil plans? If the plans were submitted, have they been evaluated and approved by the law department and a qualified, degreed engineer? 3. Has the city received new, revised lease contracts from EOS Energy? 4. Has EOS Energy LLC renewed leases with residents or are they honoring Qatar's original leases? 5. What is the city's official policy on drilling and oil, gas exploration in North Royalton? 6. What is the city's policy regarding any potential threat of eminent domain of an oil pipeline coming through the city and residents' private property? 7. Has the city held a meeting with EOS Energy, LLC? 8. And Dan's article states that EOS Energy, LLC, a company headquartered in Columbus, however the company website shows the location as Bel Air, TX with a non-working phone number. What is the current contact information for EOS Energy, LLC? The Thomas Registry Normanta did not list EOS Energy, LLC. 9. When Mayor Bob Stefanik announced the news at the September 18 City Council meeting, a few council members even erupted in applause. Stefanik said he too is delighted Qatar is leaving town. What risk management tools has the city implemented to assure themselves that the city and residents will not be subjected to the health, safety and environmental impacts such as caused by Qatar Oil? 10. John D. Frangea is also a landman, RPL with Northwood Energy Corporation. What relationship will the city have with Northwood Energy Corporation? 11. Will Northwood Energy Corporation be involved with maintaining the Qatar wells and leases that were acquired? You should look at how they administer leases and address client complaints. 3. Winslow v. Northwood Energy Corporation. 12. Has Northwood Energy Corporation presented plans and or contracts and or other documents to drill in North Royalton?